what do we got? Is there anything? That's PvP area. Okay, no Hell Tide. No world boss that I can see. There are timers up though that can tell you that stuff. Whatever. I'm going to talk about a little bit actually about Diablo 4 in general real quick. There's some, you know, if you're somebody who's been holding out or anything like that, as far as like, is this game right for you, and you're just looking at things, so let's say you don't have any ARPG experience. It's a pretty good one to get into. It's a little bit more in depth than Diablo 3, if you know anything about that, or if that was the only one you played, or that was like your only experience. But if you have no experience, it's still approachable. Like, this is the starting skills tree. You start here and you work your way down. It gives you access in little bites at a time, which is actually a nice way to do it. I like this progression system that they had with skills. And this is for only like the first 50 levels. After that, they kind of open it up a little bit. And you get access to this like Paragon tree. And they start you down here. This is the starting node. And you kind of just pick nodes that give you stats. Maybe some of these give you a little bit more. And then you get to spots that give you glyph options that you find out in the world and maybe other places. I don't know. I haven't found them all. They also give you additional stats, bonuses, all that good stuff. And you can kind of go from here. And I did get to the part where you add like another board. And what you do is you click on this. And if there wasn't already another board here, it would say equip new board or something like that. And you just left click this. And you would pick the one you want. There's like 8 or 9 boards, maybe 10. And they give you a description of what's on the board. The big thing that they tell you about is like this legendary node. This is kind of what you probably should be basing the board pick on. There might be other factors, like they do have other nodes that give you more specific power based on your build, or the board itself, I should say. Let's face it, the legendary node is probably going to give you the biggest boost as far as power, and you probably want to pick on that, based on that. You can even rotate this how you want. Like if I had this rotated the other way, then this would be my starting point. And I'd have to go all the way around to get to this node. Doesn't really make sense to me why you do that. However, I do see that the glyph sockets over here, and they purposely like made this like almost opposite of each other because there's no direct connection on this side or this side. So maybe that's why. Either you want to go for the glyph first, or you want to go for the node first. Whatever. The game has 100 character levels. The first 50 levels are giving you points for these, and the other 50 levels are for giving you Paragon points. You get 4 per level, so there's technically like 200 Paragon levels. You could call it that. The nice thing is the respecking. This is the part that I'm really happy about. You can respec extremely easily. Just pick a node, right-click it, you respect. It costs next to nothing in amounts of gold. Like I can do this a few times. It's like 3,000 per. I have over 2 million gold, and this is even considered a small amount. It costs nothing. There's no respec cost. It's pretty good. There's other systems in play, like for a sorcerer you get enchantments. For a barbarian you get like weapon skills. It's different for each class, at least a slight different variation, but they all have their own unique niche, like special ability kind of stuff. And the game introduces it at like a reasonable pace, like it, on incremental levels. So, yeah, and you got gems, stuff like that. I'm not gonna go too in depth, but for somebody who's looking for a good ARPG experience, this is a good one. Like this, I played D3, and I had no good time with D3, especially at first. Over time, it kind of just got to the point where it's like, okay, I've seen this, I'm done. But I don't expect this to be a forever game. And that's the thing. If you're looking for a forever game, I don't know if this is going to be a forever game. Like, Path of Exile suits you better for that kind of stuff. But this is still a good game. Even Diablo 2, I like that. There's some people that still play that, which I don't I played D2 back in the day, and me personally, well, I clearly don't play it anymore, so, you know, it's one of those things. I'm not a forever game type of person. This is going to be fun for a while. Eventually, I'll move on. In fact, I'll probably be moving back to... Maybe I'll play a little bit more Marauders again. Maybe I'll play a little bit more... I'm blanking right now, but Escape from Tarkov. Pretty soon, actually. But for the time being, I'm having a good time with this. And there's also going to be a new season soon. The new season, I play D3 and you reset your character. Some people, I guess, didn't realize that, but you do reset your character. I'm trying to look for a place to get some Grim Favors. That one looks okay. One of the endgame progressions. You can get more loot by doing world quests. Again, if you play D3, it's similar to the world quest that existed. You did like 5 quests in the zone. You got a loot chest, and it's the same thing with this game. You do any quest to get you favors, you get 10 favors, go turn them in, you get loot. Currently the game doesn't have a loot filter or anything. Hopefully they add that later. The biggest sticking point might be the price tag. It is $70 right now, which I feel like from my playthrough from a campaign perspective was worth it. And that is saying something, because it definitely was a unique experience. Like, I haven't played a game with this type of campaign the way D3 had it. It was, the cinematics, all that stuff was really, really good. Definitely recommend for the campaign, all that good stuff. And if you're somebody who, anywhere from beginner to like medium level ARPG experience, or maybe even expert level, but you want something that's not as crazy as like Path of Exile or something, then I feel like this fits that pretty well. This is that nice middle ground where it's not, like, I consider D3 like very beginner friendly level, and Path of Exile very in-depth expert level as far as if you really want to get into it. Especially if you consider like the whole building your own builds type of stuff and how many hours you can invest. All that good stuff. It's a nice in-between for me. And that's all I really wanted. That's why I was interested in like Last Epoch. Last Epoch is also another one where it's like in that in-between state. And once they fully release, I'll probably take another look at that one because that was a good one. Another good one though that I want to look at more. I looked at it for like 5 minutes, and I decided right now is just not the time for me, but maybe in the future Ghost Lore is something to keep in mind. That one is interesting. Like, that one I'm keeping in the back of my mind. Maybe I'll catch it on sale later, but that one, even, it's only $20. So if this game kind of scares you off the price tag and you still want an ARPG experience, maybe look at that one. You'd have to do more research into it. I've only played it for a few minutes, but I've heard other people talk about it, and it's, you know, it's actually surprisingly pretty good for the price tag. So, you know, there you go. Overall, the game from a, again, not infinite perspective, but from a, it's good, and you probably might pop in once a season, maybe make a character, maybe roll it out a little bit, maybe try something new. That's why I like seasons. It kind of like gives you an excuse to try a new character. I might still roll back to my like eternal characters that they're gonna call them. Just because I do want to also continue pushing, try to get to like a level 100 on a character at some point. The game also features something that they didn't have in D3 really, and technically they did, but let's face it, they never truly implemented PvP in Diablo 3. Not on the level, anywhere near the level they said they would, and it was only 1v1 stuff. Again, they didn't really do it. This game has full open world PvP as far as certain parts of the map are literally just dedicated to PvP. And the way it works is you can go there. If you don't flag yourself, you don't have to target other people that are not flagged. But if you flag yourself or if somebody else is flagged, then other players show up as red or that player shows up as red depending on what situation you're talking about. The player that flags themselves is red to everybody, whether or not they're flagged. So if you decide to go into a PvP area, you're always open to that risk. But you could get lucky and maybe say don't want to flag and just want to do the grim favor tasks that are there. If you don't flag yourself, maybe other people don't flag themselves and you kind of work together kind of thing. However, keep in mind when you are in those areas, people can flag themselves at any time. You can only unflag yourself in the city itself. So there is a risk factor there whenever you are teaming up with somebody that's not in your party. If you're in a party and you flag yourself, you flag as a party and you're always working together. So you can team up with people. So you can team up with your friends, all that stuff. Again, the price tag kind of throws me off a little too. Like, I would prefer this game to be $60. Because I am going to talk about that, because this is the part that kind of irks me. Let's see if I can get to it. Yeah, here we go. So the game charges you $70, and it also has an in-game shop. And it's already like, okay, you already charged me $70, and you have an in-game shop. No. I don't like that. Especially at the prices we're talking about. I don't think I can see it right now for some reason. Why can't I see prices? Oh, they have them in coins. Here we go. So, one set... Well, $25 gets you 2,800 coins. Whatever. One of these sets... if I can not click on them and do this correctly. Basically, you're going to have to buy that level... As far as, like, the main character sets that have multiple pieces. You're going to have to pay about that much. I mean, if you can't get this and get that set, for example, you can't even buy two of these. You have to get one of these. So, the way I look at it is like, okay, a character set is basically $25. And it's like, that you already charged me $70 freaking dollars, alright? You're going to charge me $25 for one cosmetic set? That's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, I'm gonna go back to this for a second. You have an option to pay more money than what you bought the expensive game for, which is already at $70. There's an option to spend more than that just on currency. It's kind of like the whole thing where it's like it's a PC full price game, a console game as well, by the way. Oh, did that say greet? That said greet. Yeah, you can do little emotions here, emotes, and they give you little bonuses. I don't know. Oh, I got invisible. Okay. Sometimes they give you potions, sometimes it gives you a chest, sometimes it gives you invisibility. And then you attack and it's over. So it's a small little nice thing. It's kind of like a cool little feature. Yeah, the financial part of it is kind of like, And then on top of that, by the way, when the first season comes out, it's going to have a battle pass. Okay. So, it's $70 on top of cosmetics, monetization, on top of battle pass shenanigans. And it's just like, yep, this is definitely an Activision Blizzard King game. You can't get away from it. It's too bad. If it was another company, I don't know who, like, I'm trying to think, like, I don't know, if it was just some other company that wasn't Activision related, or EA related, or Ubisoft related, you know, something like that, maybe, especially because they plan on creating new content, all that stuff, and continuing to update the game and online servers, blah blah blah. Maybe and maybe if these prices weren't so ridiculous for a $70 game, like let's say this was $5 per set. Okay, then maybe fine. $5, you make some cool stuff look cool, and I can support that. If again it was priced accordingly, I didn't already pay $70. you know, even the fact your Activision is already kind of like, I'm kind of supporting Activision by buying this game, but yeah, there are other games that I'll probably buy that for companies I don't completely want to support, but fuck it. You live once, I'm gonna play the damn game, I suppose. But it's just like on top of that, you're also charging obscene amounts for the cosmetics. I almost said costumes. Either one, I guess, works. And it's just like, it's a bit much. Again, if it wasn't Activision, okay, and you price them accordingly, maybe $5 a set. Okay, maybe I buy a few. Whatever. But you're also gonna have battle passes, and also if they do release an expansion for this game, which I expect them to, you know they're gonna charge you for it. So that's 4 different avenues of monetization that you're going through. Now, if I'm gonna keep playing obviously I bought the game, so I already did the first one, right? If I already did the first one, and there's a good chance I'm not gonna bother with the other 2. The expansion one probably, but the part I don't like is, again, if it was like a $40 game, $30 game, like he kind of gave a discount if it was free to play, something like that, not so bad, you know. Alerted. I said alter my presence? Like, why? There's also no event here. Alright, so the other thing too is, I don't know. You know, some people might say, well, you don't have to, and it's kind of like, well, no, technically you don't, and that's why you kind of get away with that argument, but in reality, there are people that do have like neural divergencies that make it so that's not as much of an option for them as it might be for you. So, you know, it's one of those things where just because it doesn't affect you doesn't mean it doesn't affect anybody. You know, you kind of have to get out of your own little bubble there. You know, if it's not targeted towards you, doesn't mean it's a good idea. Doesn't make it morally okay. You know what I mean? So, just charge me for the game. Charge me for expansions. Why can't we just do that? And I know the answer already, Activision. I get that. Fine. At the end of the day, I guess I'll buy the game, but I don't know. You gotta make your own decision as far as that's concerned, if you want to support them or not. Like, for right now, for example, right? At the time that I'm saying all this, they have a sale going on. And if it was somebody else, you know, like they got Call of Duty on sale, they got Diablo 2 Resurrected on sale. I looked at that and I was like, you know, if it was somebody else, just not Activision, somebody else that didn't have that as negative reputation as they do. You know, so not EA, for example. You know, just somebody else that, you know, I don't feel like... I wouldn't feel bad about giving them money. You know, maybe it would just be an automatic buy for me. That I would just get their Call of Duty game, and maybe I would just get Diablo 2 Resurrected. Just because they're on sale and I might play them someday. That's the level I'm on, by the way, as far as buying shit on discount. If it's on a good enough discount, and even if I'm thinking like I might not play this, I might buy it anyway. Just on the off chance I might in the future. That's the kind of... there you go. Welcome to my life as far as that's concerned. I've got so many games I haven't even hit the start button on. I've got games I haven't installed. Just because the discount was so good, and I'm like, maybe. You know? But, and this is the point I'm trying to make, right? I didn't buy those games simply because I didn't know if I would play them, and I kind of feel bad about giving Activision money. So, you know, it's like kind of like, well, you gave them money for Diablo 4. Yeah, but I would have given them more money if they weren't giant bag of dicks, you know what I mean? So there you go. That's the what's cost them. Now that's from me. Other people, they're making that up by, like I said, preying on people's maybe inability to control themselves and just buying shit willy-nilly. And it's kind of like, there are people that don't play games that have those kind of systems because they know they can't. And that's sad. You know, I was listening to a video by James Stephanie Sterling about how it's Street Fighter 6 just released a game where the moves can be done by almost anybody because they made it more accessible. And I'm thinking that's fucking awesome. Because, and I'm a person, by the way, I believe it was Dead or Alive 4. It was the one with Master Chief. And I think that was the one with the Dead or Alive 4. I almost said Diablo 4. I got Diablo 4 in the brain. And, you know, I got pretty decent with like several characters because I went through a little bit of a phase where I really wanted to be good at the game to where I felt like I could be competent. And I got pretty good with I forget their names. The one that's kind of like a drunken boxer fighter. I forget their name. That was like my main character. But I also played as Master Chief because I thought it was cool that Master Chief was in the game. And they were fun to play as, actually. I played as one of the wrestler people that, like... Or maybe they weren't a wrestler, I don't know. The one that could do the spin above somebody's head and they would just keep spinning around. It was one of those throws. I got good with that stuff. It was really fun for me. But, you know, for example... one of my kids has a handicap, and their motion, I'm blanking, their motor control, there we go, isn't on the same level. So for them, you know, playing like a fighter game with typical controls would be next to impossible. Downright impossible, let's say that. But the new controls that Street Fighter 6 offers is kind of like, wait a minute. Maybe my kid would be able to play that game, and that's fucking amazing to think that I, you know, like, hey, you know, maybe I get that we play together a little bit, something like that, you know, anything like that. And of course, it gets to the part because a lot of James definitely. Are you crashing the party on me? What do you mean? 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 I'm in the middle of saying stuff, and you come in here, acting like you own the place, and saying hi to me. What is? Come on.
I mean, I kind of do.
I mean, you kind of. I mean, all right. Okay, I see. By the way, how have you been enjoying Diablo 4? By the way.
I mean, besides Sunday, I haven't played it since.
But did you enjoy it on Sunday?
I don't know. Did I, Danashi?
You see, that's the point of the question code, is when I ask you the question, where only you have the answer.
Did you happen to check your Discord at any point in the last couple of days, or last day?
Not really. Yesterday, I came home from work and I literally ate dinner, plopped on my bed, and fell asleep because I just... For some reason, I was completely out of it. And I slept for like a million hours yesterday. So that was nice.
Here's the thing. If you, if I could direct chat's attention to the Discord where it says yesterday at 7:53 I said, gotta say I'm enjoying Diablo thoroughly.
Thoroughly? Like,
Thoroughly.
Were you dressed up while playing Diablo 4? What happened?
Thoroughly. There's a fucking update for Diablo? God damn it.
There was? Oh, maybe it automatically updated for me.
What the fuck?
Well, that's lightning? Ooh, I might have to look at that. I mean, they're gonna put updates out. I mean, that's nothing... That's not that crazy.
I just downloaded it.
You said Sunday.
Yeah.
Correct? Yeah. Okay, so I know they did maintenance the last couple
I know
days.
I did maintenance yesterday.
So I'm not surprised you have an update. That actually makes a lot of sense to me. I mean, I'm just throwing that out there.
So yeah. Yes, I am enjoying it.
Nice. I was kind of going over a little bit of how... I was kind of making a little bit of a snippet here that I'm probably going to upload later about my thoughts on the game. What type of person might enjoy it. Stuff like that. And my dislike for their monetization. But, overall, campaign-wise, overall, Diablo 4 is a good ARPG experience. If you're like expert level ARPG, you probably just want to play Path of Exile. But if you're a beginner or like intermediate, I think this is a good one. So that's kind of what I was getting at. Ooh, the PvP one. If I can find a... Wait, what? I didn't know they had these little... Huh, I didn't even know they had these little altering stats in these PvP areas. This is actually new to me. Anyway, that was all. Overall thoughts. Good game, shitty company. Take it as you will.
I don't know what it is, but for some reason, if I bump my desk too hard, my computer turns off.
If you bump your desk too hard?
Yeah. But it's been happening for a while, and the thing is, though, none of my connections are loose.
And I'm assuming you're insinuating that your computer rests on your desk, then.
Yeah, I have a desktop. I wouldn't put it on the floor. I have a carpeted floor in this room.
Yeah, mine... and this is just our setup.
Are you fucking kidding me? I just updated!
Did it not go all the way through?
It did! I was literally launching the game when I fucking accidentally bumped my computer.
Huh.
But go ahead.
I was just gonna say my setup is such that the desktop is actually on a little stand next to my desk.
Well, I have a pretty big fucking desk, to be honest.
That's the thing, is I don't. So I have 2 monitors on my desk, and that takes up pretty much my entire desk. So there's no real room for the desktop itself.
Okay,
By the way, this is also just for like a little added information. If you're in the late game stuff and you're getting Grim Favors and the PvP area has Grim Favors, go kill a Seething Abomination. It gets you 5, which typically you have to do a dungeon for. So it's a really efficient way, as long as you don't get unlucky and then someone in PvP mode doesn't murk you.
so yeah, about that. I happen to be holding cleaning a broomstick.
Okay.
And, I accidentally picked it up and I bumped the stock on the desk.
So is it... You're saying there's no wires loose, but is there something loose inside the desktop itself that can't handle the shakeage at all?
I don't think so. I mean, honestly,
that's the only other thing that makes sense to me.
Everything on my RAM, my GPU, my CPU, my memory, everything in here is connected.
Like nice and securely. There's no.
Yes,
loose.
Everything's properly secured, not cracked, bent, broken, or obstructed.
And just a slight
bump.
Said
that like that.
And it was just a clarification.
It's not like a slight bump. It has to be like if I get mad at a game. You know, usually when I get mad at a game and I say my computer crashed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because I slammed my desk and it shut off.
That explains a fucking lot, let me tell you, because your computer crashes a fucking lot. But that explains why.
I have to explain why. I just do it all the fucking time.
You know, I know you mentioned you have a big desk, and that's why you just stick your desktop on your desk. Considering what you just told me and how often this happens, I would probably recommend finding a different spot for your desktop other than your desk.
I could move the side table ever so slightly closer and do it that way, but here's the thing. There's not a lot of room in this room to start with.
I mean, I get that, but I think it'd be worth it to avoid the constant quote-unquote crashes that you experience.
I can't believe I've never explained that before. How many times has it been since
I just kind of figured
longer than I know you, by the way.
I just kind of figured it was a thing where it was just kind of like, oh, okay, sure. I didn't know your computer situation. It's just like, okay, that's something that happens.
To fucking God.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought for a second that my shit got reset from the way the game started up.
Oh, because it does the intro and all that again?
Yeah.
No, it does that every time.
Screen first.
Oh. No, I don't know why I did that. Maybe because of the way you were... Maybe because your computer shut down while it was updating, so it kind of like blipped a little bit.
Did I ever tell you,
yeah.
What I named my character?
No, but I'm seeing it.
You can see it?
Well, yeah, you're on my friends list. Of course I can see it. Asclepius. Considering I've only ever seen you name your character's Code, I am a little surprised.
Because
only a little.
You can't put swear words, and I always want to. Like my name on Activision is, Activision is Scrotum Toaster. I think it was. No, that was my friend's. I'm Foreskin Finder. That's what it was.
Oh wow.
I'm telling you, me and my friends have the stupidest fucking names.
I mean, if you're looking for an argument, I mean, I completely agree on this one. I mean, it's funny. It's funny, but it's kind of also like, okay.
How are you gonna have to deal with me from now on? God damn it, I fucking hate this boss fight. Anything you fucking touch slows you the fuck down.
I remember fighting a few bosses like that, but you're not that far, so the ones I'm thinking of, I don't think you're talking about.
When you go down to the dungeon to or the cave system with the knights, and you have this lady's daughter with her.
Yeah.
That's what I'm at right now.
Kind of blanking,
God
actually.
damn it. Would you stop moving?
While Code rages out on that boss, let's see. Crackling energy damage. That's going to be hard to replace.
Quit bitching already. Your mother's gonna die.
Oh, now I know what boss you're talking about. So you're talking about all the ads that get summoned.
We were going after the mother. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Don't go on the staircases, by the way.
I found that out the hard way over the weekend.
Yeah, those are bad. Okay. Not good for you.
I have some very good attacks set up right now. Ah! Ow! It doesn't help when I get... Oh, there's some health. Go on. I gotta go on the stairs. Ah! Danashi, they're hurting me.
Do you understand how funny it is when you say the words, I have a good attack combo, and then immediately go, ah, fuck, or something? It doesn't sound like it's that good.
It's good. It's just that this fucking
I'm gonna punch him in the face. Oh, shit, my nose. Like, what the fuck?
Well, I have some very good frenzy attacks that I can combo to make fury, which allows me in return to do heavy attacks.
Yep, I know what you're talking about.
Did you play Barb, or are you playing Barb already?
Yes, my first character is a barbarian, actually. That's the one I play with my wife. When we play together, I play my barbarian. This is my solo character. One of my 2 solo characters. I did start a rogue, but now I kind of went back to my sorcerer.
Oh! I'm gonna die! Fuck, there's so many of them!
There are a lot of ads. You want some help?
I don't know. I can get through almost all of it, except for this last fucking part.
The last part is a bit of a bitch. It's kind of a whole thing there.
Oh, and the game feels bad for me, so it leaves a bunch of fucking health all over the floor. You can go fuck yourself. God damn.
I don't need you to feel pity for me.
Oh, she got get out of the Could you, like, not leave that in the dumbest fucking places for me? How? You bitch.
Immediately, it's like, no, I'm going to.
I cannot do that here.
Let's see, I have... What was it? Where the hell did it go?
Stop running away! You're not allowed to.
24 minutes for the world boss spawn, so I'll go do that then.
I cannot do that here.
Warning,
I did not mean to do that.
I need an event. There we go.
I wish it would stop fucking locking on like that. I don't like that.
Locking on?
Well, I'm trying to run and it's trying to attack instead.
Oh. Yeah, it does have like a wide range that if you click on an enemy, it'll like... Yeah.
I'm just glad I have this ability that allows me to increase my movement speed.
The war cry?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And it doesn't have that long of a cooldown.
No, it doesn't. You can actually stack them if you wanted to.
Yeah.
I think there's a build out there that like stacks all of them.
I need time to
I just gotta remove this pit lord and all these ass munches. There we go. I might have a chance now.
I'm not ready yet.
I just gotta place these in the right place and...
Oh,
it's nice when I can chain all these health spawns together instead of just hitting one.
That was weird. Didn't give me a favor for that. That's the thing, and that especially the last one, if you just kind of whittle them down one by one, without the hard part is not getting hit by all the damn AoE attacks that they do.
Things.
Yeah, like the trifecta triangles that are sent out to kill you.
I have a feeling that after I defeat all these hell spawns, I still have to fight her.
I mean, I won't tell you. So I'm not going any further with that.
No, you gotta be kidding me! I pressed Q before that thing I'm fucking pissed.
You have all your points spent, correct?
What's that?
You spent all your points, right? Like your skill
what?
points? Alright, just making sure.
Do these, do the potions, the health potions, despawn?
Yes.
I figured.
But it does... They don't despawn for a little bit. Like, you got a little bit of time. You just don't have, like, the entire boss fight to pick them up, I don't think. Like, they kind of... I don't know what the timer is. I think they sit there for, like, a minute or so.
Well, I'm getting into another part of this, fight, and they're kind of gone.
Yeah. If you don't pick them up eventually, like, so you kind of want to use them
well,
as they appear.
I was doing good in the first part of the fight, so I didn't need it. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah, if you don't need them, you don't need them, so they kind of just go away after a little bit.
But I need them after a little while sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, fucking move out of the way! I'm not clicking on that!
Yeah, unfortunately they don't stay there forever.
Well, I almost fucking died because of that, and I wasn't even clicking on that. I'm like clicking at the bottom of my screen, this person's in my top left corner.
Huh. Oh. Were you clicking on your bar?
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, that's weird then.
It's like it doesn't, if you even click remotely near and then click away, it doesn't stop.
Yeah, because if you click on the bar, it doesn't register. That's why I was thinking maybe you clicked on them and then clicked on your bar. Because then it wouldn't register.
I did that a couple of times the other day.
Yeah, that can happen. Because I don't like that. I don't like that you can click on your bar and it doesn't register movement.
I'm clicking away. Stop attacking. Why are you holding on to that fucking attack like 15 seconds after I fucking leave?
It could also be lag. Like, I don't know what your ping's like. Potentially that could be. I don't know if you're experiencing any lag there.
I'm...
Going to see if I can find another abomination, because again, 5 favors for 1 abomination is really efficient Grim Favor farming. I can only imagine they're probably going to nerf that in the future or something. But it is in the PvP area, and it's only when it's active in the area, so maybe not. Hard to say. Oh shit! What the hell? Oh! I got murked by another player. Okay.
There we go.
Well, that's PvP for you. I still got the Grim Favor, so that's a win. You got it?
Yeah.
Nice. I just got murked by... Huh?
I would have had it last time, but I guess I didn't press Q soon enough.
That's the nice thing, is it does give you... Well, you're gonna eventually get it kind of thing. I wonder if I can get revenge.
I need more time. I need more time.
Oh, no, their friends came. Or no, maybe not their friends. Maybe two other...
actually do PvP?
There is PvP in the area. I'm trying to get Grim Favors, but it's kind of risky because the areas I'm trying to get Grim Favors in is an open PvP zone. But if you take the risk, you can get Grim Favors really easily and efficiently in this area, so it's kind of like risk-reward kind of situation.
Oh, hey, I can cross-platform play now. Yay.
Oh yeah, you can play with people that play on Xbox or PlayStation. Which,
I don't need to do anything else in this cave after I kill that mother, right?
You might have to talk for like a quest
Yeah,
reason, but...
But I don't have any more quests after that, so...
I need more time.
Yeah, I think the next quest is outside that area.
Oh, hey, the portal at least stays there for a little while. Oh, so you don't... If you travel back, you can travel through the portal just, if you need to get stuff.
Ooh, good fight, good fight. Oh, level 60 though, I'm only level... When am I at 55? So that's kind of a disparity. It's fun to try though. What time do I got here? 12 minutes, that's enough time. No, I was talking about, there's a world boss, and it's up in 12 minutes. And it's basically just easy free loot. Like, technically there are phases and you can die, but you respawn and can run back to it. So, you know, dying's only a problem if you play hardcore.
Yeah, you don't play hardcore.
Nah, fuck that shit.
My luck, I get fucking through the game and die, like, right before finishing it.
I mean, if you enjoy that experience, by all means, that's why it's there. But I personally, I mean, I did try hardcore once on PoE, and it's kind of like, there's too much shenanigery. Like, too many one-hit kill mechanics, and it's just like, that's just not fun to me. There's no abomination nearby.
I think I saw some of my stuff.
Oh, you'll have to do that a lot as you level. I recommend doing like 50-50, like breakdown versus selling for gold. Especially low level, maybe breaking it more down more often, but you still need some gold sometimes. Just because stuff at higher level will sell for more gold anyway, but the materials are still nice. Oh, what level were they? I can't see, they're whirlwinding way too fast. Oh, 80. Man. Alright. Oh, it gave me credit because I tagged them. Nice! Okay, that works. Alright, time to get to the world boss. That's all I wanted anyway, was just the 5 grim favors for killing the damn thing.
How do I junk it?
I cannot do that.
To mark it as junk, you press the space bar when you're...
marked as junk, but how do I actually junk it?
So, junking it does one of two things. When you go to a vendor to sell them for gold, you can right-click one junked item and it'll sell all of them at the same time. Or, if you go to a blacksmith to dismantle them and to break them down to get materials, there's an all junk button that you can do that with, and it'll select all your junk and break them all down.
I see.
So it's actually a really nice system. I really like it.
Impressive. Well done.
I actually saved that one.
So you can only upgrade an item once?
Oh no, you can upgrade an item multiple times. Like on my gear, some of them have 4 upgrade levels, other ones have 5. You can only upgrade it if you have both the materials and the gold to do it, though. Usually the most restrictive part is the
1 out
mats.
of 1, and this one says upgrades 1 out of 2.
It might be because the items are low level. Once you get higher level items, they might have higher levels to them.
I just need to do that to get a little bit of a better thing right now. I'm sure I'll find something else at some point here.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about it. I mean, there's like a quest in the beginning that says, hey, upgrade your stuff, and you can do that for that, but especially early on, you do find stuff pretty rapidly. I would say once you start hitting level 30 or higher, maybe start putting 1 or 2 levels on them. Because then it becomes a little harder.
Mr. Big Shot here.
Yeah, you think I'm big shot. Some of these people are level 80, 90, and 100. It's just like, whoa.
Yeah, I have a life, I'm sorry.
Well, even if you don't, it's like, well, either way, you're still... Actually, I have no idea where I'm going with that. Anyway, to each their own. Now, what I like about this is I like that they started out with a permanent server, and then they're going to introduce seasons. Even, I think it's just later in July is the first season. And like I said, it's a nice excuse to like make a new character and try something new. But I like that they're keeping permanent servers as always an option. Because I do want to hit level 100 with my character someday. And the only way I'm going to do that is on permanent servers. Because there's no way I'm going to play enough during a season to get to level 100. It's just not going to happen.
I feel the same about Tarkov, though.
Yes. Like, Escape from Tarkov is nice for that.
How that's going to work, though, because then you're just going to have new people who want to play on a permanent server, going to go up against people who've been playing for fucking 10 plus years, who have everything in the game stashed away in a hidey hole.
I mean, yeah.
It is so nice to be taking out, like, hordes of ghouls with one swing.
You see, that's... ARPGs, especially ones that do it correctly, being able to just smash into oblivion tons of enemies, it's just so satisfying.
So now, do you think I should start upgrading my defensive skills or go with more of my core skills?
In general, your basic and core skill are what you're going to be using like 90% of the time, especially early on. However, you can get away with them being level 1 for a little bit, but they do benefit
I already have
from...
them leveled up a little bit. But
yeah.
I only have one thing leveled up on my defense so far.
Defense, I would definitely wait on leveling. You're better off leveling your core and basic skill, because that's what you're gonna be wanting to do more damage as quickly as possible. Mm-hmm. Now, getting access to a defensive skill and just throwing a point into that, and maybe into the additional modifiers that extend out past that, those are kind of worth the points. But like investing to get 5 out of 5, that can wait until at least your basic and core skill are probably 5 out of 5.
Well, but here's the thing, I'm looking at my frenzy here, and I don't know what would be better, if I should take some damage reduction for each stack of frenzy I have, or take more attack speed. So I already feel like I attack fast enough, and the damage reduction might be nice.
I mean, that's... at that point, it's kind of a personal preference. Like, if you feel like you already have enough attack speed... I mean, damage reduction, especially at lower levels, but even higher levels, really, damage reduction is always nice. So you're always trying to balance making sure you have enough attack versus defense. But early on, you definitely feel it. If you have something that gives you nice damage reduction, it actually does make you feel significantly tankier.
Wow, there's a really big ass fucking skill tree here.
Yeah, but you get you kind of get gated, so you don't get access to the whole thing at once.
Oh yeah. Rogue, what are you trying to do?
You say Rogue?
It's my dog's name.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought you were talking to a random rogue.
Shithead.
Like some random rogue walked up to you and you're just like, what do you fucking want?
No. Well, I usually call my dog shithead or something like that, just cause I can.
What's it gonna do? Bark at me? Wag its tail? That's what I thought.
You know, I come up with interesting names for people. You can see my name already.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting. Very interesting. Interesting.
I was waiting for you to say it again.
But interesting.
Oh, I'm gonna have a fucking fun day tomorrow.
Oh, yeah?
So you know I'm getting my CDL right now, right?
Say that again?
You know I'm getting my CDL right now, correct?
Yeah, I know you're training and going to school for that, yeah.
Well, they have kind of a special thing for the class. They do it. They try to do it for every class, but it doesn't always happen.
Okay.
There's a place. It's about an hour and a half away from me, but it's honestly worth the drive at this point. But pretty much so. One of the things that you never really get to do and experience in a school setting is going into either like your wheels locking up and skidding on ice or a slippery surface or hydroplaning. You don't really get to experience that in the real world until, you know, you're on the freeway in bad conditions.
Sure.
Well, They actually make skid pads where you can actually go, and they have especially coated surfaces on the track, and they put water on it and pretty much just let you go and hydroplane and skid and lock your wheels up. I mean, I know I don't know how far they go, but I've heard that they actually have like bald tires on the trucks. This is not on a road, but just for training purposes.
Well, yeah, right. No, they just take you on the interstate and they just give you bald ass tires and go experience this in a lifetime.
But you know how that can sound when when you're training on a truck that doesn't have fucking tires on it that work.
I mean, right.
Well, yeah. So pretty much, I get to go wreck somebody's vehicle tomorrow, and I have full intentions of trying to do a 360. I am trying to set the record at my school for the longest flip that somebody's did. The thing is, they actually make it so that the truck can't jackknife.
Okay.
So it's a bit more safe.
How?
The only real danger is you might go into the ditch. Well, who cares at that point?
How did that boss die so quickly? Somebody's got some kind of OP broken ass build shit.
I'm impressed. Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Thanks.
Oh, that gives you grim favors. Nice.
How do I tell if there's a player near me? Or if it's the thing I'm looking for?
Well, the thing you're looking for should have like a, depending on if it's a side quest or main quest, a yellow or blue diamond symbol. If it's a player, it'll just be like a yellow dot with like a green name or something.
All I see is a health bar that's blue, and that's it, no name.
That sounds like it might just be an NPC.
So yeah, they said people are nervous their first few times going through, and then they really try to do shit. I told them I'm not going to be that way.
Oh no, you're giving me a license to skid and go nuts? Alright. I mean, I warned you.
I mean, honestly, I'm prepared to do the dumbest shit.
The dumbest. What was I gonna say before? Oh, I just killed the war boss. Well, somebody else did. Somebody has something going on.
I want to know how I'm killing this phantom right now. Is that a tree monster? Holy shit! I
they're a tree monster.
Tapped him.
It must be on urine. That's weird. Yeah, that's there are tree monsters. Like, just trees attack you.
I'm on a mission right now, searching for somebody. In like this haunted forest or whatever. And I almost fucking one-tapped this fucking tree. The wood wraith. Why don't you fucking attack? Why are you attacking once and stopping? I'm not stunned.
So, I've actually had something similar to that happen. I think there is a bug. Because sometimes in a certain position that you're standing in, you should be attacking and your character just doesn't. You have to kind of like re-click on the enemy. I think there is a bug where that's a thing.
That looks warm. I can fix it.
While he's doing that, I almost forgot to mention. So, no, I'll be right back. Nope, never mind. Anyway, so
Oh, that upgrade was definitely worth it.
upgrade? Oh,
My hammer, whenever I use my ability, it allows me to what am I trying to say here? It gives me a chance to stun the enemy when I use it.
oh, nice.
So it kind of gives me a chance to build more fury up.
Right. So you have, by the way, do you have any experience with Path of Exile or no?
Hold on a second, what's that?
Do you have any experience with Path of Exile?
Repairs?
No, probably not.
Okay, so when you get past the campaign, and well, right now you still have access to them. They're called dungeons, and they're out in the world and stuff like that. Let's see if I can find one. You gotta zoom
Well,
in.
I'm
Yeah.
glad I found that.
So like this one's called Iron Hold, but these are all littered all over the place, and this is how you get your like aspects, which are abilities you can put on your gear to turn them into legendaries, because they're technically legendary abilities, but you can earn them and put them on your gear. So it's a nice way to be able to flesh out your gear if you want to. There is a system in the game where you pick up sigils, which turn them into higher level, well, not higher level, but harder dungeons with limited revives and special abilities. And it's similar to mapping in the Path as compared to Path of Exile. It's not as in depth, but it's there, and it's a nice little system. I forgot to mention that earlier as well. The nice thing is, like, the green, like, you see green text, that's actually for your characters. Like, increased critical strike gives you more critical strike. The other ones are actually for the monsters. So, there's, like, give and take there. Like, you get more gold find, you get controlled impaired explosions. I don't know how that works. More frost damage, gold find, increased healing. The Hell Tide has risen. Ooh. That's actually perfect. So, parts of the map in World Tier 3 or higher also go into Helltide mode, which basically means go there, kill monsters, collect the whatever they're called, the stones or whatever, open chest, and get good loot kind of thing.
Alright, well, I'm gonna have to let you go. I gotta go take care of some stuff. So I'll talk to you later.
Alright, see you later, Code. Aberrant Cinders. There's cinders. Okay. You can click on these things. I don't know if they give them to you ever, but... usually most mobs will give you some. They also drop demon hearts. James, How many times? How many times?
We're walking through his storyline.
How many times? Just how many times? That's my question. And you still haven't answered it.
You are late.
You know, at a certain point, it's just egregiously misinformation.
Why were you late today?
It's just, you know. Anyway. I can't help you. You are unhelpable. You're unassistable.
Ah, Diablo's updating. What got updated?
I don't fucking know.
Why not?
Because I didn't read shit. I got home and I'm like, fuck it, I'm playing video games. I'm not reading a book.
That's fair. You are streaming then.
I am streaming right now, yes. Yesterday I came home and I went to...
Code?
Code said he literally just got done saying he had to go right before you popped in. So I don't know if he saw you. And I don't know what...
I saw you guys online when I got home, but I had a show that I was wanting to watch. And so I missed it. I just missed the window.
Oh, you missed...
Like,
you missed some good stuff. You missed some good stuff.
No.
He was having a good time.
With the bar?
He was doing the first boss where he's trying to help the girl's mother. And,
oh yes.
And he was wiping on the last part of it where there's like 18 million mobs. And let me tell you, Code handles failure extremely well.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I mean, he's a growing boy. He's getting better at it with time. It seems he's maturing in front of our eyes as
yes.
we're raising our son.
And other things that he told me
our
that
son.
Our e-son. Other thing he told me, and I didn't know this before, but it explains a lot, and maybe it'll explain for a lot for you because I don't know if you know this either. His desktop is on his desk, right?
Okay.
I mean, nothing too crazy there.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, for whatever reason, if you shake his desktop hard enough, it like shuts down, resets, all that good stuff, right? Well,
sort of.
Yeah, he has something's going on. He says there's no loose wires and nothing's like loose in the computer, in the desktop. So I don't know what that could mean, but yeah, that's a thing. And he says whenever he crashes, quote unquote, it's because whenever something happens and he slams his desk hard enough to shake his desktop to where it forces a restart.
Oh, so he's just been conditioning himself to relax and conditioning himself in the funniest way possible.
I mean, sure, we'll go with
I love that. I'm happy for him. That's great news.
And I told him, I said,
I have a glass desk, and so I can't make a mistake with that regard.
Yeah, once in a while, don't get me wrong, once in a while I'll like, my fist will make contact with my desk and just like, man, I just missed that or something. I don't full out Hulk on it, but regardless, my desktop is also not on my desk. It's on a little like mini table type thing next to it. So regardless, there's no real issue there. And it's a fairly sturdy wooden desk. There's nothing too much to worry about. Sturdy enough anyway, considering. So, yeah, I learned that today, and that was informative. I was also kind of going over a little bit of a blurb about my thoughts and feelings on the game, because I feel like I played the game enough to where I can give like an accurate opinion of the overall game.
Not until you reach level 100.
Well, some people may say that. Some people may say that on top of saying, "Hey,
I'm fucking around. I'm not gonna gatekeep you like that.
No.
Input is valid.
No, that's a real thing. There are some people that wholeheartedly believe that.
Oh, I know, but they're gatekeeping, and
Yes,
it's silly.
absolutely.
Because you're allowed to have an opinion, because your opinion will apply to the majority of people. What percentage of people playing Diablo 4 are gonna grind 100?
Exactly. How many people are going to
And
grind
so-
that? And
Your insight would probably be more valuable to the person who's looking for a review on the game to determine whether they would want to play it or not. Because I think the people who are at level 100 at the moment, I guess that pool of people consists of diehard Diablo fans who bought it before it was out, because of the bundles, and
yeah,
ground no-lifed it until they got to level 100,
right.
because it takes a significant amount of time in the game, and you have to enjoy this game very, very, very much to like commit that much time to it and not get tired of it.
Yeah,
Especially
and
after you've like gotten the story and like explored everywhere.
and just
But I mean,
getting to that level would just also require having the time since release to even do that in the first place.
yes. So
And-
yeah,
yeah.
your opinion on it would be a valid one.
And I feel like, and this is again something that some people might argue against, but the reality is, even if you do believe that's the case, it's something that is actually not a good thing to say for any reviewer of any game, because let's say they don't like the game, to say that you couldn't review the game until you beat it completely or anything like that is saying, okay, well, you have to continue playing this game that you potentially may not like for longer than you would want to. That would cause negative reaction to the game, if anything.
I mean, the only bolstering point you could make having finished the game is like, oh yeah, good storyline, good after game, without giving any spoilers away to people who are listening for a review, and not like a in-game what happened.
Like a full recap, like here's the whole
Yeah,
story
no.
explanation type of video.
Exactly.
Like,
Not a paraphrasing.
Right.
And so you're going to be leaving those details out, and so we're really going to be like, oh yeah, either good storyline or not. And combat is pretty consistent all the way throughout. In fact, it gets better as you go, with the higher level items and the crazy stuff that they can do. And then finding the unique sets that are also really cool and do very, very specific things that like completely change the way you play.
Which is all
And
good
so-
stuff. Yeah.
All good stuff, all cool stuff. The fact that it doesn't feel like it's gotten stagnant after putting a large amount of time into it says enough on its own.
Yeah. And like you said, you don't have to be level 100 to even know all that or figure all that out. And especially for anybody that has any amount of significant time in gaming. Like, if... And even if you didn't, like, this would still be valid. But... And in fact, it might even be more valuable to some people than somebody who's a veteran in gaming. But I'll go with the whole veteran gaming avenue first, and then I'll talk about the other one. The veteran gamer, if you've played enough games for enough amount of time, you kind of know what's up with a game very quickly. Like, it does not take you long to figure out how a game feels and if you're going to enjoy it or not. Because you have that experience. You know how games typically play. You know how things typically go. You know how systems typically work. Because the reality is a lot of games don't change all that much in the grand scheme of things. Games once in a while do throw you a curveball. You got games like Undertale. You got games like Dark Souls. Stuff like that that kind of like changed the landscape a little bit.
Yeah.
But for the most part, especially if you're talking about the AAA gaming space, a game is a fucking game. You know, it's not a huge variety.
Exactly. It's all in, like, is the experience worth the price tag? Is
Right.
the amount of time you spend enjoying yourself worth the amount of investment that you're putting into that promise? Which is
Exactly.
what you go to reviews for, is to let yourself know, like, what quality to expect and whether the price tag for you is worth it.
Right. And somebody who's been gaming like myself literally their entire life. Like, I have been gaming as long as I've had a working memory, and longer than that, apparently, according to my dad, by the way. Because I'm not getting into that, but you know, I've been gaming my entire life. Is the point? It does not take me very long to understand how a game plays, how it feels, and if I think it's good or not. In fact, I would argue 99% of the time, I can probably figure out if I'm going to like a game in the first hour or two. Without exception.
That's a good point. Well, didn't you try Tarkov before and then you disliked it? And then you went back to it?
No, that
Oh,
was...
you immediately liked it. Okay.
That was what... well, I'm trying to think of that when that happened, because I'm sure that's happened. I can't think off the top of my head. Tarkov was more of a situation where I never got it. And then, because I was like, well, it's already been out for a little while. I don't know if it's worth getting into. That was kind of the situation with Tarkov. And then I decided to get it, and it's kind of like, oh, well, this is a pleasant surprise. I really enjoy this. I should have gotten it sooner.
Okay, fair.
I'm trying to think of a situation where, you know, going back to the Dark Souls example, I actually will say this. I played Demon Souls all the way through, and then I played Dark Souls for 5 minutes, and I was kind of like, yeah, whatever. I didn't play Dark Souls again until Dark Souls 3. And at first, I did not play that game for very long. And I kind of sat, you know, I kind of walked away from it. And then I heard a review of somebody saying, and I think it was, I'm blanking on their name. But, did I just lose the goblin? Yeah, unfortunately. Okay.
Oh, damn. Sorry, I didn't mean to distract you.
No. I just ran by it and noticed it, and then it was too late to go back and get it.
Why won't it update Diablo?
But the way they described it was, they tried Dark Souls, and they said it's not for me, and then they tried it again because they got kind of like pestered to play it again. And then they're like, I don't know, maybe this time I'll enjoy the fact that I'm like stepping on a rake and it hits my face over and over again. And maybe I'll just learn to like it. And then they're like, and you know, damn it if that's not exactly what happened. Because then they're like, now I feel like I'm like fantasy Batman or something. And I'm just like, maybe it is one of those things where you just have to kind of try it again, like get past that point of the curve or something. I don't know. I tried Dark Souls 3 again, and I was like, there was a turning point for me where I was like, okay, this is pretty fucking good. So So that happened with Dark Souls 3 for me. That's kind of a rare instance, though.
I can't play Diablo.
Why not?
So there was an update that went out, but it's not updating, and it's saying that it's waiting on another update. Whenever I'm trying to update it from anywhere in like my BattleNet.
Huh.
Let me try restarting my computer.
Yeah. See if that works. I have no idea. Mine's on like auto update, so yeah.
Fair. Yeah, I'll be RB.
Yeah. So, also continuing the point I was talking about, and I didn't touch on the value of like somebody who doesn't play games and doesn't have that like experience. That also can be extremely valuable because there are a lot of people out there that don't play video games on a regular basis, if any, or if at all, and maybe they are looking to get into gaming. And so the opinion of somebody who doesn't play would be really valuable to them because there's a lot of things in games that people take, well, that gamers take for granted. And like the universal buttons that are usually for like running or aiming and all this other stuff. I don't know, default things you wouldn't think of, like how to move the camera, whatever, that are usually universal by now for most games. People without that level of gaming experience may not realize that, and it could be useful for somebody to go, hey, this is how you do certain things. Like, they think of things you wouldn't normally think about.
I have returned.
Did it work?
I don't know yet. I'm waiting for my stuff to kind of all come back.
Yeah. So that was the part I was just talking about, how even somebody who doesn't have much gaming experience can also bring something valuable to the table, because not everybody has tons of gaming experience either, so having that perspective can be useful for people.
Fair. That is true.
Because there was a video that went around where this one person that was like a games journalist person who was playing Cuphead, and they couldn't get past the tutorial levels or something, and people were making fun of them. Like, how can you review a game you can't even get past the tutorial levels? And it's like, I think that game journalist never actually wrote a review for the game, so there was that, first of all. And then second of all, it's like, well, maybe that's something that somebody who is, not a gamer or platformer person could take into account. Like, oh, maybe this isn't like the best first platformer type game for me if they're looking for a platformer, because clearly Cuphead is too difficult for somebody who doesn't have that level of platforming experience, and so maybe they should look for an easier platformer, and there's nothing fucking wrong with that. No, fuck that, he flared. Brian King, don't bring that shit in here. Don't get that shit out of here. Nobody said you could bring that shit in here, okay? Don't you have this game? Do you not have this game, huh? What the hell is this shit? I haven't downloaded it. You own the game, you haven't downloaded. You know what? There's so many games I have that fall in that category. I can't say shit, but I still am going to say, how do you have this game and you haven't downloaded it? What's wrong with you?
There we go. Updated.
Did it actually update fine this time?
Yes.
Good. I think I had an issue with another Battle.net game. I had to do the same shit. I had to restart my computer. It wasn't Diablo. I think it was WoW. I had to do that like not too long ago. It gets like funky sometimes. It came with the graphics card. Oh, that's right. You told me. You should still download it. I highly recommend. Unless you don't like ARPGs, then that's fine. That's legitimate. You should still download it though. Where the fuck you go? So this is, well, actually I probably shouldn't say it, but not at this moment. There we go. Give me them stun damage. But yeah, the point is, if you want expert level ARPG experience, you're probably already playing Path of Exile, just stick with that game. If you're looking for a fun romp through Diablo, through an ARPG game, then, and like that's like on a more, like, has like beginner friendly levels at first and then kind of like gradually increases it to like more intermediate type building your character out and stuff like that. It's a nice in between. You know, it's not quite on Path of Exile depth, but that I consider that a good thing, because if you wanted that, then congratulations, you already have that game. It's called Path of Exile. If you want a game that has like slightly less depth to it, but is still a competent ARPG that has like nice ways to build out and flesh out your character and stuff like that, I think this game does a good job. So that's my overall.
Plus, you can find really cool sets of armor that make you look like me.
Just yeah, there we go. That's James's current Necromancer unique set that kinda looks like Slenderman a little bit, and it kinda makes me slightly angry. I have negative feelings towards it.
PvP me.
Just come at me, bro. So yeah. Overall thoughts, that's it. Bullshit microtransaction monetization bullshit, but otherwise good game. Oh, I have to throw this in there because...
Oh shit, it's in the middle of Helltide, holy fuck. Wasn't expecting that.
What, the PvP area?
No, it's a Helltide.
Yes. What's it at for timer-wise? I don't know if it's
35 minutes. It's
oh, it does
halfway.
Yeah, I'm looking for a chest to interact with, but
You got 175?
I got, well, 209.
Oh, damn, okay, yeah, go to helltides.com. Interactive map. The green dots are the mystery chests that pop up whenever they pop up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go on your way. I'll chill here.
No, I'm fine.
Okay. I mean, there's only 4 minutes until it changes.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll pop open other chests. I'm not too worried about it.
Alright.
I'm kind of in the if I find it, great. If not, fuck it mode.
Word.
It's very... It's kind of difficult for me to have another thing open while I'm streaming. So it's more like, fuck it, if I find them on my own, then there we go.
I vibe with that.
Otherwise, there's like a million chests across the board.
Very
I'll just
true.
open like 2 or 3 other ones that I could open with that amount of cinders that I get, or that I would need to spend on a mystery chest anyway.
If we could find an event, that would be choice.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So the last thing I'm gonna leave off with is and I heard this before and I just relearned it from, I think I mentioned this earlier, if I was watching James Stephanie Sterling's video. So Activision Blizzard King has a tax haven in like Holland where it's a basement in Holland somewhere. They literally don't pay taxes and they get actually a tax refund every year because of it. Because of intellectual property, like tax haven bullshit tax laws.
Cool.
So just keep that in mind. You know, I just have to throw that out there because that's a good information tidbit to have and know about them. And yeah, it's kind of bullshit. There you go. So if somebody says, no, go ahead.
I got very upset with a customer that was talking with us today. I mean, I didn't show it. I didn't like say anything.
Sure.
They are an interior decorator, and they brought up how to phrase how to pitch how to pitch our service as a service she can acquire for them, while also still being able to charge them a 3 times markup based on what she pays us. Which feels unethical. It feels a little upsetting for someone to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna whenever someone is wanting me to do some interior decorating, I'm gonna let them know that I can. I want to get some of your samples. If you can get some more of your samples that you have on the walls, and if I could have some at my office, at my studio, so that I can let people know what I can get for them. And I always charge a 3 times markup on these, and so I can. And she like starts going on about like being excited about how she can charge people 3 times the amount that she would be paying us. And it's just like that. Why wouldn't you tell them that they can just like get it framed here?
Well, then they wouldn't make the 3 times as much money then.
Exactly, but it's kind of. It feels a little fucked up because we are like an open. We're not a private service that she has like special access to.
Sure.
I don't know.
I mean,
she would be giving them a more limited, like a very base selection, like not anything that we could do. We would have to put our name on it, and they would always think of it as something that costs this much, which is 3 times what we actually are, and I don't necessarily feel comfortable with that, but I don't know if that is me extending beyond where my business ends. If I'm putting my nose into someone else's business. And that's something that I also don't want to do. I don't know exactly what to think of it.
I mean, if your name's going on it, then if they like it, they might contact you directly and see if they can get a better deal.
But she won't be offering that. She's the only one who's gonna have like she's gonna be the middleman, and as the direct like line of communication for them and their interior decorating. I don't know.
Well,
I guess it's kind of the same thing as if she were to go and buy a sofa at the store, and she charges a 3 times markup for that. I don't know. I don't know if it something about it just feels off.
I guess, in like, if I were to defend it, it's kind of like, I guess information is valuable. So having that information is something that took effort for that person to acquire and is of value to other people.
Therein lies the problem, is that whenever that person is asked by their friends, oh, where'd you get this thing framed? It's beautiful. oh, I got. You can see the sticker on the back, but it costs this much.
Well,
I don't know. I don't know how it will be received, and we have our prices as they are for like specifically to work with the area that we are in.
sure.
And so I don't know how to feel about it necessarily, but I don't know if I am overstepping and getting upset on the behalf of customers, or if I am. Yeah, I honestly can't quite tell why it upsets me so much.
I think it's a
But
very
just-
human reaction to have when you feel like something is occurring that is unjust and bullshit.
Someone's making 3 times the amount that we are off of like our work by
Effectively, yeah.
telling someone a lie, which is like, oh yeah, you need me to get this done, which is patently untrue. But I don't fucking know. She's an interior decorator. I don't know anything about interior decoration. It's none of my business.
I mean,
Fuck.
again,
So long- I
that's
guess
the
so
thing I
long
can
as-
see.
I mean, the thing that I feel is accurate as far as our society goes is that we are benefiting so long as she is bringing her business to us. But, and I feel that that's like a little like super capitalist to say. I feel that I don't know exactly where the ethics lie in this, but it just kind of makes me uncomfortable, and I definitely got like irritated about it, but didn't like say anything or like even give hint of anything. Just like, oh
Right.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. Ooh, that almost one-shot me.
Oh, me too.
I always forget about those things too. Yeah, throw some of these away. Yeah, I kind of get where you're coming from. It's like I said, the thing I can see is you can say, well, in this case, you know, we're talking about interior decorator. They accumulate the knowledge of where to get things, and that for somebody who's trying to decorate something has value. So it's kind of like, yeah, this person could save money by getting all these things themselves and doing all that research, but that's also why they're paying somebody else, because they don't want to do all that research on their own.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. You're
Uh,
right. Maybe Okay. Maybe that's starting to make sense. Maybe the entire premise of an interior decorator was kind of going over my head and not realizing how antithetical it is to my own lifestyle. And how I was like always, that is so very, very high class of a thing where you need an interior decorator. That you're probably doing pretty well off where the costs are negligible to you.
I mean, if you're in the place where you can have an interior decorator, that is probably a true statement.
Fair. I think I'm just ignorant of an upper class culture, so that
It's
so
a
it
whole
feels
different
like-
world.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think
And-
I'm just out of my depth.
And I'm not part of it by any stretch of the imagination, but things I've seen and heard and watched, it's a whole fucking different world. They
It's
don't
hard
see
to-
things.
Things are different to them.
Yeah,
I can't wrap my mind around it.
it's like I watched some of the shows my wife watches, right? You know, you got those shows that feature people that are clearly in a upper level bracket, where they're getting like, you know, for a wedding per se, they'll get their hair done and pay $10,000. You know what I mean? That's the kind of thing where you, if you're not in that financial realm as they are, it's impossible to understand. Shit, I'll do their hair for 10 grand. The hell.
Right.
I don't know how you get in the
need
position.
accolades for that.
Yeah, I don't know how you get in the position to be able to sell a $10,000 hairdo.
Haircut.
Yeah, I don't know what fucking like prerequisites occur at that point for you to say, "Yeah, I'll do your hair. Give me $10,000." Like, I don't know what has to happen before that sentence occurs.
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why I find it so upsetting, is because it is just so unfathomable to me. It is so different to my own understanding that it is confusing, and I guess maybe I shouldn't get upset at confusion.
I mean, again, it's a very human reaction, and I definitely get it. But at the same time, it is one of those things where it's like, well, it is a real thing.
Yeah.
As far as when someone's providing a service, that they accumulate all this knowledge and spent all this time researching the various different places that you can go to for this and that.
Yeah.
So that they can then use that as a service that they can sell to somebody. And of course, they need to make, if they're going to do this as their job, they need to make money. So, yeah, they're going to upcharge. And how much, obviously, depending on what they want to or can charge kind of deal. But it's kind of like the whole thing between wholesaling.
It's a luxury tax.
Yeah. Luxury tax, wholesaling compared to retail. I mean, that's why Amazon for a long time was like, has grown to what it has, because Amazon sold things to people without needing like a storefront per se, which used to be the barrier of entry for like retail. But obviously with the internet, Amazon took advantage of that, and they said, hey, you can order from us and we'll just ship it to you. We don't have a storefront, but we have the shit you want for cheaper than those stores because we don't have to bear those costs.
Fair.
And it's kind of like, I mean, look at where we are today. Amazon is a very powerful force in the market as a result. Because you can't, if you're a storefront, especially like a mom and pop shop, how are you supposed to compete with that? You just can't.
Very true. Also, I have not been thinking entirely straight today.
No?
No, it's fucking hot down here.
Oh yeah.
What's the temperature where you are?
Today it's in the like 60-ish, 70-ish range.
You're fucking with me.
No.
Do you live in like Dakotas?
No.
It's 102 right now, but
You're in the
also,
south though, right?
I'm in Texas.
You okay, so you are just, I was good. I thought it was Texas. I didn't want to outright say it, but
Yeah, it was getting into the upper 10s today.
whew.
It was not fun. No, sorry, not upper 10s, upper it was like 106, 107 outside at the peak today. It was not pleasant. But it happens. And so yeah, it's just been, it's a hot one.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Wait, what are you saying, Brian? Who's poor and why? Amazon? Oh, it's Jeff Bezos is poor? Yeah, Jeff Bezos is in poverty, obviously. Is, you know, can you spare a dime for a multi-billionaire? I think this NPC just said F off. Oh, come on, move, move, move. There we go. There we go. Just want to capture that.
I need time to.
Did I go off without you somewhere?
Oh no, I'm still in town.
Oh, okay. Making sure. What the hell? I don't know if I wasn't in time there to save them, but oh well.
Harder than outside.
It's a side quest I'm doing? I don't have time for a side quest. I'm getting cinders, damn it. All of you can just go away, ha 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 ha.
I need time.
Oh. This is the part I like a lot, actually. I really enjoy just hell tides and world bosses. And I like that they're kind of like just additional things you can pick up as well. Like, they're so easy to skip, but when you do them, they're nice for grabbing extra gear if you want to. Let's go this way.
I need more time.
I'm gonna check over here. I haven't been over here yet.
Where the? Oh, there it is. Okay. I've got good funds. Come over here and see if I can tweak my build. Just a skosh.
Oh, come on, just talk to them. Let's open this. It only takes 75.
Alright. Like
Actually,
that.
I do need to pick an elixir.
Okay, I have that one. Shadow damage.
I'm not ready yet.
That needs to get swapped the fuck out. That out. Put that out.
F that, I'm not dealing with that. You remember that like 70 level 70 elite that was like some kind of Kith Kirk assassin or something? I just found it. And it's like, okay, yeah, I'm not dealing with that again.
Oh, fair.
Jewelry, I guess.
I wonder if that'll make things melt that much faster.
Only one way to find out. Do you have a microwave?
Yes! Oh my god, that's fantastic. Okay, so I can
I'm not ready.
put both of those on there. Okay. Get one on each. Word. Now this one. Where am I gonna put you?
More time.
Need it. Kinda need that.
Oh shit. Oh, I can't believe that just happened. Lightning enchanted bullshit! Alright.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, and you reset? Get the fuck out of here.
Oh.
Could have done that the first time.
Alright, fine. Let me try that out. Alright, I'm very, very comfortable with that build. Now, let me see what I can do with this. Keep those.
You know what I don't understand? Is
Basic mathematics.
Basic mathematics are ridiculous. They also, and I saw a headline on this, apparently there are some items in the game that are, for one reason or another, extremely rare. Like there's a set of legendaries or uniques or something that are very hard to find. And it's kind of like, that doesn't make any sense to me. But
Okay.
but it's fine to have stuff that's hard to find or low drop rate. But like they had low drop rate items in Diablo 2. And because that game had trading though. You know what I mean?
Okay.
There's no trading in Diablo 4 outside of maybe gems and gold, like if you want to help your friends or something. I don't know. Like you can't trade. I'm pretty confident all legendaries and uniques are account bound.
Okay. Fair.
So for the most part, there's no real trading. Right? So
no real trading, nah.
So I don't understand how people are supposed to use and or realistically obtain these legendary / unique items, right?
I got mine. I got 2 of them in the same chest. 2 unique sacreds. I got it from one of those like one of those regular ass world events where
what?
it where you like see it on the map. It's like, oh, this thing is starting in 4 minutes, and you have to like teleport to the nearby waypoint, and you have to like you have to kill enough people to get 3 of the things, 3 of the monsters within the time limit. You know what I mean? Where you like those where everyone is like riding to the same place effectively, and then going around and trying to take out just like these enemies. Yeah, if you get 3, if you get all 3, you have a really good chance of getting really, really good loot.
Well, I don't know if they're the same, and what I mean by that is, yeah, I think there are plenty of uniques in the game, but I think there are some uniques that they made extremely rare. I don't know what they are exactly. I didn't look at that. So I don't know if you got one of the extremely rare uniques or something. But I'm saying, like, I don't know how many uniques are in the game, per se, at all. There could be 100 of them, for all I know. But there are a handful that supposedly are just ridiculously rare. And it's kind of like, it's like I said, okay, well, what if you get one? And you can't use it, then what's the point? You can't trade it. And if you can use it, great, but that is probably an extremely rare case. And you can't trade it, so the chances of you even getting one and obtaining one under any real circumstance is probably non-existent. Because there's no trading in the game. I probably have to look these up though, because... Or maybe just... Yeah, in case I see their name or something, because I don't want to accidentally salvage them or sell them, if that's the case. Because that would suck. Oh, I recognize that. I salvaged that the other day. Oh, shit.
I'm not ready yet.
There you go. There you go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just go ahead and die. There you go.
What the heck? Why am I not able to buy sacred items from you?
The gambler?
Man, yeah.
They have a chance to be sacred, but I think they have like a random RNG timer, and it's not always that they're gonna guarantee some of them are sacred.
Okay, weird.
But I don't know for sure, but I did notice they were selling
Sacred options. Or, I mean, they had
Yeah.
sacred gambles.
Yeah. And
Let me go to Kyovashad and see if it's any different.
maybe it's based on location too, yeah.
Maybe, maybe not. Because I know all the other merchants are not based on location. Nope, yeah, no sacred options here. Weird.
Yeah, it must be random timer stuff where sometimes they offer guaranteed sacreds, other times it's just, well, nope.
Well, I mean, it just gave me a legendary sacred when I gambled on this, so I mean,
Yes, it can
Maybe
still
it's just
be
a-
sacred.
maybe it's just a, yeah, maybe it's just a thumbnail thing. Maybe that was part of the update.
What do you mean thumbnail thing?
The thumbnail? It would show a thumbnail of a sacred item in
Yes.
the same way that it shows up in your inventory.
Yeah.
But maybe it wasn't supposed to be doing that.
I don't know, maybe not, I don't know. I'd be surprised if it was not, but
Pew! Shooting over to Bobbity.
no, I'm pretty much done. The Helltide's almost over.
Yeah.
I gotta go back and probably deal with my inventory now. But I'll help with this first.
I'm not ready yet.
Okay, I'm gonna teleport. Man, it teleports fucking fast. I do wish they had a loot filter. That needs to be part of one of their updates. That's unfucking acceptable.
A loot filter would be pretty welcome.
Yeah, there's too much fucking shit to not have a loot filter.
Ooh, I'm gonna go to the southern PvP area to try and take out the seething hatred. Seething abomination. There it is. Sorry.
For
Wanna
the,
help me? Whispering Tree, also hate seeds.
Yeah.
I cannot do that here.
I think I did that one earlier, unless it's a new one. Actually, I'll look all this later. Wow, that combined is less than 200 DPS. Huh.
Oh no, that guy's level 55.
That's good. You say only 55, huh?
Uh-huh.
I love having a dump tab.
Oh, I did already kill him.
Are we marked?
Uh-huh.
Got it.
Oh, here he is. hip hop, hippie to the hip hip hop. You don't stop, but rockin' with the bang bang boogie.
Got him.
Nice.
Ooh, got an ear. Hatred
Hell
chosen.
yeah.
Gain hatred. That's the first time I've seen an ear drop. Like, we've killed a couple people.
Oh yeah, that doesn't happen every time. Alright, well, I have lost my super survivability, which was a mistake. But this is okay.
This is okay.
I'm gonna run and cleanse these seeds over... Yeah, let's go down here. It's south. I feel like we can handle him again.
Yeah, I think so. An ear of C4LV1LL0. A level 56 necromancer killed in Collapse Fortress. Account bound, cannot salvage. I wonder what the point of ears are. Do they? I wonder if they're just trophies again, like before.
They're just trophies. Oh fuck! He's level 75. Yeah, we're bound.
I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, I was able to
Yep, he
skedaddle.
got his big brother.
I skedaddled out of there, so it's fine. Oh, that's funny.
Well, that's just how it goes when there's bigger fish.
Yep.
Oh well.
I'm gonna go to the north one, see if I can turn these in. There's only 300 of them, but...
Oh, nice. Is it letting you travel to the north one?
Oh yeah, I can...
Oh, I see. You're still staying in here. I thought you meant like the northern PvP zone.
No, in here, yeah.
Yeah, there's no way I'm killing that guy. It's level
I
75. I'm not.
I was
even
able
in
to go to
PvP
the...
build.
I was able to go to the north area where it was like walled off because you can only get in from the south from where we were. And I was able to
Nice.
teleport past the wall. So they couldn't chase me.
Sneaky.
Not effectively, anyway.
Alright, well that dude's big as hell. And he's looking for people to kill, like me.
It's like, weird, I'm here and they want to kill me. That's... What the fuck?
Well, that's unfortunate. I won't be able to take him out.
Alright, ritual completed.
I can tell that homeboy is just kind of waiting for me to make myself known.
Oh, there's a little bit of lag. Not a terrible a lot, though.
Oh, yep, there he is. Came out of nowhere. He knew I was doing that. Well, I'll head to you.
I just went back to
No
town.
PvP today.
I guess I'll store the ear and figure out if that's for something later. I wonder if you can trade ears for something. Again, they could just be trophies. Guys, buy a new tab. Oh, can you only have 4 tabs?
Hmm? What do you mean?
I can't buy a new tab. I guess 4 is the limit.
Where?
In your stash.
Oh, you can only have 4?
Yeah, I can't buy a new one.
Oh, well.
Yeah, learn something.
Hmm.
Oh, there you are.
I could have sworn I already did this down here, but I guess I need to do it again? Weird.
I cannot do that here.
Are you in... No, this is your party.
Oh
no, I'm the leader. Oh, you requested to join my party. See, I haven't done this one yet.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to, we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
It's
a
super
bunch. There's a bunch of these I haven't done yet.
This one's actually like the easiest to do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm already 3/4 of the way done with it. Where's that
Does it
last
really just
body?
activate those 4 things?
Activate 4 bodies. Oh, there it is.
Oh, the fucking lightning ones. God damn.
This is madness. We will not survive. We'll sacrifice ourselves before our hearts.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, the lightning one's so annoying. And it's the boss. Wait, really? Oh no, that's just a bar up there. Okay.
Oh
It's
no,
just a
yeah, there's
tough
the
elite
high
bastard.
priestess is here.
I'm not ready.
She has been if you detach, did you touch the staff?
No?
Yes, you did.
Did I? I don't know. Maybe I did.
Hey, you activated the staff.
I don't remember seeing a staff, but I totally could have. I think I just need more lightning resistance, that'll be fine. Oh. Priestess went in the middle.
Oh, yep, we gotta bust her up.
I need time to remember.
Oh, that lightning hurts so damn much. Finally. You said this would be easy.
It was. Oh yeah, level up.
Oh, 100 rep. I didn't realize strongholds gave you so much.
Yeah, man.
That's good shit. No waypoint here?
No, it's still a hostile area. It just has a dungeon available now for sorcerers and their lightning spears.
Lightning spears 11% to spawn additional. Oh yeah, I've seen that on legendaries pop up a lot.
Fair.
But it is good to have at access at all times.
Want to get it?
Yeah, I guess fuck it, why not? Do I have, I wonder if I have a glyph for this one.
Oh yeah,
Which-
let me see. Crumbling Heckma.
I have no idea. Let's see.
Let me see. Consumables.
Crusader.
Do we have to go in first, or do we check first? and
No,
then
no,
go
you
in?
use it first. No, I don't have one for that one, so.
Me either.
Okay.
I still haven't done one of those yet.
You want to just do that instead? Because I'll just pop one.
Okay, sure.
Because I only got time for one, so. I'll just pop out of here. We'll find one and do that. Okay, so. Increase healing death pulse. Increase critical strike. What's that? Crusader's Cathedral. I think that's the end game one. Cultist Refuge. Gold Find. Okay. You don't have access to that one yet. Oh, darn. Okay.
Do I also need the glyph?
No, I don't think so.
Or does it pop for the party?
It's just the whole party. It's just one person uses it.
Sweet. Alright. Now show me where to go. How do I get there?
It should pop up as like a where were we?
Yeah. Run into town.
It's like almost directly in the middle actually.
I'm heading to you.
Okay. I didn't realize this was a dungeon. This is the first one that's not like a cave entrance to a dungeon.
Oh, where are you?
Just go down the ladder.
Oh, hell yeah.
Free prisoners. Okay. Everything's dead. There we go.
My savior.
Iron walking stick. That's actually a nice one for fire build.
Wouldn't have made it without you.
Alright, sorry that took me so long.
No, you're fine. Was that a unique?
Is it pink?
It wasn't the typical legendary card. It was more, yeah, kind of like doll.
I don't think doll is a color.
Like instead
that I'm
of
familiar with.
like orange-ish, it was more bronze-ish. If that
Was
makes
it a
sense.
star? Oh, look in your inventory.
Oh yeah, it was a sacred, unique. It was a unique sacred. Okay.
Hell yeah!
Oh wow, this actually is for my build too.
Dude, put it on, put it on, put it on.
Charge
it
bolts. My charge bolts, which is my core right-click skill, now pierce, but do 30% less damage.
What?
However, the staff also has plus 18% lightning damage, plus 29% damage to close enemies, and plus 48% damage to injured enemies.
Damn.
Lucky hit, up to 5% chance to restore 14% primary resource.
Okay. That's really good.
It's interesting. I'll equip it and see.
Yeah.
I'll try. It does.
See if it sings.
It also just had straight up 100 more DPS compared to what I had, so.
Oh, that's important.
But it was directly for my build, so.
Yeah.
The fact that they pierce is kind of nuts for AoE purposes.
Ooh. Yeah, what does it look like?
They just go through the enemy. Like
Oh, so
they
yeah,
just
it's
keep
weaving
going.
the whole battlefield.
Yeah. I know there's... Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I know there's a legendary ability where you can get it to where your charged bolts last like 300% longer and also seek out enemies.
Yo.
So if I can combine that,
You should
that'd be
find
kind of
that
insane.
one.
Yeah. That would be kind of nuts.
Well, we know what to look for now. We're hunting.
Yeah, because one of the things they would just hit the enemy and can, you know, stop. You know, they wouldn't hit multiple enemies. Except, I did have a thing that said, if they, how do I say? What was the
Je ne
extra
sais quoi.
ability? Hitting an enemy at least 3 times with the same cast releases a lightning nova. That's what it was. So if
Oh,
on
that's very good.
yeah, if on one cast I hit 3 different enemies, then they would cause an explosion.
So lightning orbs cause other lightning orbs. Oh wait, oh sorry, you said it creates an explosion, not another lightning orb?
Yes.
Oh, my mistake. I thought I heard you say it creates a lightning orb. And so I was like, wow, 3 people to hit? That's, I mean, that's super easy.
When he saw me,
Yeah, it's not difficult. It wasn't difficult before, even when they got consumed. It's especially not difficult now that they pierce.
it's a disaster. It can only be him. I have an awful feeling. Someone needs me to make a tea house. In your company, yours always, Amelia.
I've
the
got a
hell?
key.
That was a shadow figure? Is that what that was? Huh.
I don't know. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I think they cause multiple explosions now.
Amazing.
Because I think the count resets after 3. It goes back down to 0. But then if it hits 3 again, it'll just keep exploding. Yeah, because here's one cast. One. Oh, that one didn't do multiple. Hold on. No, that didn't either. Nah, there wasn't enough after a while. Still, I think it does multiple.
Oh, let me double back and make sure these guys get cleaned up. I'll regroup with you.
Alright. Yeah, there was 2 lightning novas on that cast. So the count will reset, and there's potential for multiple lightning novas on one cast because they now pierce.
I'm not ready yet.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So it's like, yeah, 30% less damage, but now you have access to multiple hits on top of multiple lightning nova potential. I think the trade-off's worth it.
I think so as well.
Yeah, that weapon might last a while. That might be hard to replace, if ever.
Just maybe.
Ooh, I needed that. 4% resistance. Thank you. Just had another Paragon point and I got to a rare node. 6.5% damage over time reduction on top of 4% resistance to all elements. If I get enough willpower and intelligence, it'll give me another bonus 4% resistance to all elements. Which I don't have enough of either yet, but you know, as you complete the Paragon tree, you just get more of both naturally. What was the other ability I had? Charged. Is charge bolts not an option? Maybe I was thinking of crackling energy as one of the abilities I had. Oh, it was the enchantment. Charge bolts. When you stun an enemy, there's a 40% chance to release 3 charge bolts from them. Okay. So yeah, I also create just more charge bolts when I stun things. So that's also good synergy with that. Level 56. So I'm guessing these, as you level, can drop at higher levels and would have higher stats as a result. So until you're level 100, you can't actually get the perfect item. You can always get better until you're max level. Interesting. I'm gonna have to save that one. Just
Genre is spelled Genere, correct?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless I'm misremembering, but I thought that's how you spelled it. So this is crackling energy. Unfortunately, I was hoping it mentioned something about charge bolts, but I do remember now it's crackling energy. This is nice for my build because crackling energy, when it hits a target, makes my cooldowns come off cooldown faster. So for them not to consume a charge when triggered just makes it so there's just more crackling energy charges going off. So it just makes it so my big cooldowns, let's just face it, so unstable current comes off cooldown faster. That's the big one, so.
Okay, sorry that took me so fucking long.
No, that's fine.
I really left you hanging there.
No, you're fine. Resurrected Malice. Excuse me.
Or bullies. Oh, nice! I got a sacred nightmare sigil for this place.
Ooh, nice. That did remind me, actually. Yeah, the point, I guess, of doing nightmare dungeons, or these, like, yeah, the ones that require using these glyphs or something, or not glyphs, the sigils, is you can upgrade a glyph that you have at the end, or give it XP so it has the potential to upgrade later.
Wait, what? Oh, whoa.
The Awakened Glyphstone.
What the fuck?
So yeah, it doesn't level on the first one, it gives it XP, but the second one, the second time you level up something, it will level it. This is only tier 1, maybe higher tier sigils would give you more XP, I don't know. But you choose a glyph you have, likely one that you have equipped onto your Paragon board already, and you level it up and it becomes better.
Okay, this game. This game, man.
That I have to give it to him. That's a really nice idea. I like that a lot.
Man, this game just keeps giving.
Yeah, that's a good one. Did I get another... What was this place called again? Not torture chamber. Not torture chamber, let's see. Where the fuck are we? Guran Slums. No, it did not give me... I don't know what it gave me. It gave me something. I didn't really pay attention. So...
Oh no, that's this place. That is where we are. It gave us another glyph for this place, sacred glyph for this place.
It gave you one. I didn't get one.
Oh, it didn't?
No, I think it was you just got lucky on a drop there.
Oh, weird.
I think I may have gotten one, but it was for a different dungeon.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of nice you can just farm these, though.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, I didn't realize that was the point. Is that it even has another mechanic for these to level up into.
Yeah, not only is there like gear and all that other good stuff that comes from them, but you also get an additional benefit of building up your character through your glyphs.
It feels like a limitless upgrade curve. Almost. Which I love.
Yeah. It's a lot, which is great. And anything that gives you more potential for power is awesome in an ARPG.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, with this, like the number of facets that they have included, and the number of layers and depth to which you can further maximize your build, further improve upon what you're doing and what you're working with, further spec into crazy godhood.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
And
with
I
so
feel
many
like
different routes to take.
Yeah, and I feel like it's all very digestible. The biggest complaint I had when I was playing Path of Exile, and it's still something that is still very relevant to this day and probably will be forever, is Path of Exile is not nearly as digestible as I would like it. Now, it doesn't have to be. It's its own game, and if it wants to be more on the hardcore side, it has every right to be. But for my personal preference, it's a little too, like, hardcore in that sense. Unless you're playing it full time or you just have extensive knowledge of the game and how to build your character.
Fair. I have zero knowledge of the game.
Exactly. And to try and build your own character in that game is not an easy feat, especially if you want something that is endgame viable to where you can complete like endgame bosses and stuff like that. You really do need to just kind of look up builds and such. And I kind of like building my own stuff. That's part of the allure for me. And I did so a little bit with that game to some success, but it would require so much more, and it's just I wasn't willing to do that. This game, it's definitely not as complex or in depth as that game, but on the flip side, it still gives you a lot to work with, and it's much more digestible. To where I feel like I could just make my own build, and it's very forgiving in that you can respec pretty freely. And things kind of just make sense when you're looking at them for the most part. There are some things that are a little convoluted, that are a little hard to understand based on their wording, but for the most part, a good chunk of it just makes sense, and you can kind of see like, oh yeah, this works for my build in this way, or that doesn't work for my build because of this, obviously. And the glyphs and stuff is all
I
just
feel
a nice
like
addition.
I feel like so long as you have the ability to pay attention to what is going on and to what you have at your disposal and on your person, then the game is pretty user friendly. It's pretty
Yeah.
It's pretty phonetic,
Yeah, and that's
metaphorically. But,
that was the thing I was worried about.
yeah,
Is this game would either be it'd be lacking too much, it wouldn't have enough to satisfy that, or it would just simply be too complex and not easily digestible enough. But I think,
and even then, considering what I just said, even if you aren't like that, even if you do struggle to keep track of what you are able to do, what would maximize the thing you're trying to do with your build, going on to a lower world tier is completely valid.
and they do.
And then you still get to enjoy the game and feel that good video game time.
And by all means, just like in Path of Exile, people look up builds all the time, and this game has that option as well. And it's a completely viable way to play as well. In fact, that's like in Path of Exile, they tell you just look up builds, and you can learn the game like little ways, like a little bit at a time that way. In this game, if you're so inclined, that's also a good way to just learn the game. Like, okay, put these in and look for these in your gear, or look for these specific uniques or legendaries, or with legendaries with these abilities, and you look at it, it's like, okay, it makes sense because of this, it makes sense because of this, and if you do that, you can also gives you a like path to learn the game as well. So it's a viable way to play, it's a viable way to learn the game, but there's also the option to reasonably play the game such that you can just make your own build, and it's, again, digestible. You don't have this. And when I say that, what I mean is, again, using Path of Exile as the big example, because it is the ARPG that's been on top for a while now. It's a game that it requires a significant investment of time, and I feel like the amount of time investment in this game is a much lower bar to meet as far as that's concerned. So even if you get it right away or you don't get it right away, the curve is exponentially less steep than in a game like Path of Exile, which is a huge strength for this game. And they did I personally believe they did very, very well in that department, where there's a lot to work with, and you can follow a build, you can do your own stuff, and it's exponentially more digestible than other ARPGs that are out there. So,
well, I mean, they already had a baseline formula of Diablo, which was a smash hit. Like, the isometric Diablo formula has worked for every iteration of the franchise, save for Diablo Immortal, because nobody owns a phone these days. But I'm sorry,
yeah,
that's still so
I
funny.
I don't count that one as a real like entry.
It's not.
It's a pay to win, siphon millions of dollars from whales.
And then they tried like bullying the audience and being like, "Well, you don't have phones or something." Appeal to snobbery.
Pretty much.
Stupid play. Which is a dumb play against gamers. But
I mean, did you expect a PC game from a long-standing PC company that was making PC games in Diablo, which was a PC game? Do you expect PC games from us? Are you serious?
I guess these dumbasses don't have phones. Am I right, guys? Crickets. But they had a working formula. They had a working template to base it off of, and with the amount of effort and time they've been putting into Diablo 4, it only makes sense that they've added a nice amuse-bouche of things to do and to do after you do those things, and then once you do those things, that you unlock this other set of stuff to do. But it all sort of fits very well together, so that all the effort that you did in the foreground on like skills and legendary things, you have to start reevaluating and respecing and recollecting different things, and you go on this other journey of collection and hunting and a little bit of grinding. But luckily they have so many new ways to grind. They have those world events, they have Helltide, they have world bosses that only come during certain Helltides. They have the just random events everywhere. They have random bosses everywhere, like the Butcher. They have the nightmare dungeons that play into leveling up the glyphs, which only come after level 50. After you've beaten the game.
Right.
Or around the time you were beating the game, I should say. But and the PvP areas that are isolated to that area, they have their own currency. You can it has its own sort of mechanical system, and then you can spend that specific play currency on cosmetics.
Yeah.
And also, like, I guess rolling on mystery items as well. So it is actually a valid way to farm legendaries.
And
because where you have that cap on obols, I don't think you have a cap on blood crystals.
no, the red dust, maybe you do, but I mean,
That's red dust.
Yeah, the red dust, it takes like 100,000 for like the mount or something. So if there is a cap, it's clearly minimum at least 100,000.
Yeah.
But who knows if there is a cap? There might be. Hard to say. But regardless, everything you said is very true. There's so much going on that you can do, and there's a lot of things they put into that. I'm saying this as far as like if it was like this would be, it's like I said, for like any beginner, any intermediary ARPG player, or even an expert player that just wants an ARPG that doesn't require a shitload of time every week. You can kind of just play it, and that's cool.
This is one you can really pick up and put down whenever you fucking wish.
And you can argue, yeah.
Although I am saying that before the battle pass drops, and so I'm not certain what that's gonna look like. However, the fact that they're still adding an entire another layer of the game is just more stuff to play with, more toys in the toy box.
And that's the only thing. And you can make an argument like Path of Exile, like, yeah, you technically can play that how you want, and sure, but it's not. I played that, and it's not the same. I don't know how to explain it if you haven't played it.
Fair. I can't speak on Path of Exile because I've never seen the game or touched it. Yeah,
it's a good game. Nobody can take away it's a good game. It's just not for everybody. And it's a game I would argue that you need a certain amount of time every week to play, and if you don't do that,
I literally have to accept everything you say about Path of Exiles. There is no back and forth on this.
There's a reason why it's lasted this long, and there's a reason why it's considered the top ARPG out there. It's a very good ARPG. It has its flaws, and one of the biggest flaws is that it's a little bit too on the hardcore side.
Okay.
and it just means it's not for everybody.
Okay.
Uh,
I should also preface that none of this is getting absorbed either, because I have no context for it.
oh, don't worry, I'm not gonna get too much deeper into it. But everything you said about Diablo 4 is very true. The biggest thing that's like a stain for it is literally just the monetization. If they didn't have the bullshit monetization, I would say
that's something that I can understand and keep in mind and keep track of.
yeah. If it wasn't for the what I consider kind of ridiculous pricing and their cosmetics, and again, if this was a free-to-play game, I would have nothing to say about that because then that makes sense.
Yeah, like in Smite, how they have all their like crazy awesome skins, but the game is free.
Right, the game's free-to-play. That's the trade-off that developers make if they want to do that stuff. But if you're Activision, you just say fuck it, we do both. So there you go.
Isn't League of Legends free?
Yes.
Yeah, and it is one of the biggest gaming franchises that makes crazy amounts of money.
Yeah, League of Legends and Dota 2 are the two big MOBA players, and they're both free to play. Yeah. So even Rocket League went free to play. Path of Exile has been free to play forever since its inception.
Okay.
So
wait, hold on. You said Path of Exile wasn't free.
No, it is free.
Oh, okay.
Free to play. There are you do have to like pay for stashes, or you can pay for cosmetic stuff like that. So, you know, in this game where it's like it's a $70 price tag, that level of monetization is kind of bullshitty to me. Well, not just kind of, it just is bullshitty. It's like I said, if they made it so that it was like, I don't know, $5 for like a character set skin or something, maybe I give less of a shit, even though it's still like you're paying full price and all that. But they have servers, they have to upkeep, they gotta, if they're gonna keep updating the game, fine. I can understand little bits here and there, but you have $25 per like one character skin set. You have a battle pass that you're going to be selling, and I can only assume that you're also going to be selling expansions. That's not like, you know, accounting for cost and trying to make a profit. That's just taking the, you know, as the British say, I believe, that's just taking the piss or something. So, yeah. Otherwise, if you exclude all the monetization bullshit, and if you ignore Activision, Blizzard King's BS overall as a company, very well made game. I quite enjoy it, so. A lot going on, a lot of good stuff. I would maybe, like I said, the thing that cost them, at least as far as I'm concerned, like, yeah, I bought this game, blah, 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 but they have a sale going on. Maybe I would get a Call of Duty game. Maybe I would get the Diablo 2 Resurrected, since they're on sale. And maybe I wouldn't even play the fucking things, but maybe, like I said before, it's like, well, maybe I'll play them, because I got that kind of mindset. I have so many games in my library I haven't even installed on my fucking computer because of that kind of mindset. But because it's Activision, I kind of take a second thought on it, and because I have that second thought, I decide, okay, maybe I just don't buy the Call of Duty game, or don't buy the Diablo 2 Resurrected, because realistically I don't have time for them. It made me pause, you know what I mean?
Okay, fair.
So they lost those, so they didn't lose my sale on Diablo 4, but they lost my sale in other places, if that makes sense, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah. Alright. I'm gonna head out, but as always, it's fun to play.
Fair enough. Yeah, I was about to say that I need to start winding down for the night as well.
Yeah, it's about that time.
But it was cool playing with you, man.
Yeah, I'll see you some other time, and yeah, it's good shit. I'm gonna enjoy it. I don't know if
like, when are we going back to Tarkov or Marauders?
I'm thinking maybe next week, if you want, we can maybe do a Marauder session, because
Really? Okay.
Kind of interested in seeing what that's like at the moment, because I know they did like an update on something.
Did they?
And it might not be a big one, it might be a small one, but I know they did something. And
Well, yeah, I'd love
Tarkov,
to do a little exploring with that.
I'm thinking maybe once they reset again, I might look at it,
Okay.
maybe dabble in. But
Yeah, they're about to wipe.
that's the thing, they're about to wipe. So we'll see. I'm kind of like in the air as far as where I'm juggling all this shit in my head as far as how I'm streaming it, but
Fair. I have heard that this was the worst wipe so far. That everyone has like already. Everyone dipped out super early because the game made changes, like it made updates to it that like a lot of people were unhappy with, and that's when we went on board.
Well, in
it was
our case-
during like the worst season ever, and so apparently they're going to be making a bunch of like rollbacks and they're listening to like user feedback.
well, in our
so-
case, we have no frame of reference, so for us, it's kind of
Exactly.
I mean, sure, if you say so, but I had a good time, I guess.
Yeah, same.
I don't-
Exactly. And so I was using I was paraphrasing what I've been hearing, but
I've
it was
heard a few
still
things like that,
fun
too.
for us. And so if they are making changes, it's just for the better. And so I'm
Right.
interested in seeing what they have to update.
Yeah, me too. It'll be interesting once they wipe it. But
Yeah.
yeah, I gotta get out. So see you later.
All right. Peace, brother.
See you. All right. You two, get out of here. Bye.